Oh, Half-Life. Back when Valve actually cared about polish and delivering a quality single-player experience and left multiplayer stuff to their fans, this game launched in 1998 to rave reviews, and it changed gaming. Nowadays, it's alright. It's alright. Half-Life has a plot. See, a science facility is experimenting with teleportation technology, and now everything's going wrong, and it's up to a mute protagonist to step in and take on the leader of an otherworldly... Oh, I've been reading the Doom Spark notes this entire time. Oops. Half-Life is Doom, but instead of playing as a rough space marine who's constantly getting charged with insubordination, goes on a John Wick-esque rampage when his pet Daisy gets killed by an imp. You're a guy in his late 20s with a PhD, minimal security clearance, and a love of funky house music. As somebody who played Half-Life 2 back in like 2012 and only played the original now, this is really refreshing. The weapons all have alternate fire modes, like the pistol has an automatic fire, the shotgun can shoot 2 shells at once like the super shotgun, and the alien and sci-fi weapons like the Tau cannon and hive hand are so unlike what we got in Half-Life 2 that it's really good. I love this weapon variety. Even the enemies feel more fleshed out even though this is the older game. You can use raw meat and office complex to distract bull squids, hound eyes group together to get stronger attacks, and the AI squads will flank, back each other up, and flush out a camping Gordon with grenades. Half-Life 1 still has amazingly fleshed out AI despite being old enough to drink. And drink it has, because despite all these forward leaps, it ain't perfect. The AI gets stuck and blows itself up, and it can be easily exploited if you know what you're doing. I mean, hey, that HEV suit automatically administers morphine every half hour, so there's just a chance everyone in this whole facility is high as a kite, so, you know. You like combat? Half-Life has combat. 2 pistols, an MP5, which is an M4 in the HD edition, a SPAS-12, a crossbow, and all manners of explosives and strange experimental whatsits let you take on foes in a variety of ways. You like puzzles? Half-Life's got puzzles. They're mostly moving a thing around or turning on the power, but that's still more fleshed out than... You like OSHA violations? Half-Life's got OSHA violations, and I'm pretty sure that's why they plan to nuke the place. It actually saved Black Mesa so much headache versus somehow containing all the damage and trying to get back to work. You're never getting back to work, fellas. I mentioned earlier that this game was just alright. It didn't blow me away or anything, front to back, and part of that is the friendly NPCs. Often in Half-Life's early levels, like up through We Got Hostiles, you'll find a scientist or a security guard in a precarious situation. If you save him and take him to a retinal scanner or a locked weapons cache, they can open it up and you can obtain new stuff in a similar vein to the secrets in Doom or Quake, but just so much better. This feels great. The escorting isn't really all that difficult. The guards pack pretty precise Glocks and the scientists run away from trouble. Everything feels solid. And then all of a sudden those moments are gone. The only other time you talk to a scientist or open to a door, it's a scripted event that you need to complete, so everything just kind of falls flat. And what replaces those cool escort segments?
I am the very model of a modern major general. Life, information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and Dakota fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I am very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About polynomial theorem I am teeming with a lot of news. With many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I am very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and in calculus. In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general.
Man, Half-Life kicks your ass. You'll be low on supplies and dying to errant grenade explosions, if you're playing blind, on normal that is, from We Got Hostiles all the way up to Zen. No chapter wants you dead more than surface tension. Let me tell you a story. See, once upon a time, Gordon Freeman had 1 health and had to traverse that entire cliffside battle up to the helicopter without taking any damage. And then when I got to the pavilion with the drainage and all the guys with the grenades and the tanks and the little bunkers and the ladders, I had no grenades, a few crossbow bolts, a couple mags of M4 ammo, and no hope. Literal hours were wasted in that one chapter, and it made up a third of my playtime, so when it was over, I was relieved. I actually liked Zen, because it was shorter and easier than the chapters leading up to it. I didn't mind the kind of anemic level design and theming. I wasn't getting shot by HECU guys every time I turned a corner. I don't even want to think what hard could be like. There's like, the Vortigons are faster, the Black Ops ninjas can cloak. What's up with that? Crazy. Don't want to see it. Half-Life has aged like fine wine. but it's also aged like whole milk at the same time, but that's alright. It's still definitely worth a run, though I'd recommend sticking to easy if you're going to do it. It's a great game with many innovations, but I wouldn't really call it the best ever or flawless. The flaws do hurt it, but it still gets out of there with a passing grade with plenty of room to spare. Let's throw a number out there, 78. That feels about right nowadays. If this game came out today, everyone would hate the graphics, but if it was like a Dusk type of situation where it's like, oh, this is us recreating the feeling of a retro shooter, 78 sounds about right to me. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, I'd recommend subscribing. Patreon and social media links are in the description.